Good morning, everybody. I'm going to wait just a minute before I really start giving anybody the news since nobody's filed in yet to the close up, but I know everybody will be arriving shortly, so we'll give it a second before I really start talking. You guys know Belle. Yesterday, I think I talked during the news for a minute about Belle and about how she was starting to show the first signs of maybe being close to delivering her kittens. Yesterday, then during the about the middle of the day yesterday, she started really getting into nesting. She came in her box and started digging in the corner. Um, and that was a big change. Also, yesterday she barely ate, which is supposed to be another sign of pregnancy. There's a lot of signs not a sign of pregnancy. That's not right. A sign of imminent labor is what I should say. So there's a lot of signs that labor is coming soon in a cat, and getting their milk in is one. She got her milk in. I think we noticed that yesterday or the day before. I might have mentioned that on yesterday's close-up. Another sign that a mom cat is getting close to delivery is when she starts nesting, and we got that yesterday. Another sign that a mom cat is getting close to delivery is if she decides that she's not going to eat. That can also be a sign, and she barely ate anything yesterday. Another sign that a mom cat may be close to delivery is when Mr. A sleeps in the room with her all night, and that happened last night. I feel like we're getting pretty close. A couple of the other signs that we look for that show that we're really close, that it's going to happen really, really soon, are a little bit of spotting. She has a little bit of blood here and there that comes out. And I noticed a tiny bit of that this morning, but not enough to really count. She's mostly still clean. Also, if she gets dilated, that's another sign that we haven't seen yet. That also means that it's coming like right now. So we're not right now. Also, obviously, contractions. We normally feel contractions. We've been making the office joke on our Discord server. Of course, we call them contraptions because of that Michael Scott thing. But there's usually contractions that you can feel that are, an hour or two ahead of time, and we haven't felt those yet either. So my guess, if you really put me to it, I would say that she's going to have her babies today. I might have even guessed last night, but obviously she didn't. So my guess would be that she's going to have her babies today, but not in the next few hours. Maybe not until this evening. Obviously, if we do feel contractions, or if we feel, if we see her dilated, or some heavy spotting, then um, I will tweet it, and I'll post a notice on our Discord server too, so that you guys will be able to, excuse me, so you guys can sort of be notified, hopefully. So I'll try to get those things done, the minute that we really feel like she's gone into labor, but she's not there yet. Now, we've also noticed, obviously, a little bit of change in her personality. She's even more affectionate than usual. Last night, while I was in here, she climbed up into my lap on her own a couple times, which she's never done before. I always had to put her in my lap so that she would hang out with me. Once I put her in my lap, she's always happy to sit there and just hang out for hours. But yesterday, she helped herself, and that was a first. And obviously, she's enjoying the tummy rubs in a way that's not normal for a mom cat before delivery. They do almost always enjoy belly rubs after they've had their kittens or when they're close, but they don't always ahead of that. So there's a bunch of little signs, is what I'm saying, that it's coming real soon, but there's no signs that it's coming in the next couple of hours. So there you go. Yeah, I saw a little bit of confusion there in the chat. Mr. A just means me. I was making a joke there because usually when I feel like they're getting close, I sleep in the room with them. And I did sleep in here all night last night to keep an eye on her so that if she got started, I would be here. But she didn't get started. And if she hasn't delivered by tonight, I will also sleep in here again tonight. It's really unbelievable that it would take longer than tomorrow. I couldn't even imagine that. But I will continue to sleep in here and spend as much time in here as possible until we have kittens, because it's got to be coming up real soon now. I see you guys noticed she's got the hairless patch here is probably from the vet taking some blood. I'm guessing. I don't know. That's all. So, anyway, oh, I see people asking what was the device I was using earlier. I brought a few devices in here actually, but I'm guessing the one that you saw was just a microphone. I was just recording her purr because she's just been sitting in here and purring. Let's see if you can hear it. So yeah, she's just purring and purring and purring. I've been meaning to get some more recordings of that kind of thing. So I had my portable microphone here, and I was just recording her purr. But I did bring some other devices in that you might have seen. I have DJ's old stethoscope. She has a much nicer one that some friends of ours gifted her to use at the hospital. So her old stethoscope that she used for school is here now. We can use that to listen to the cats. And I was using this to try to listen to her heartbeat and to the kitten's heartbeat. But on the point of that purr, I can't hear anything over her purr, and she won't stop. So I can't hear any little kitten heartbeats. I can't even hear hers because she's just all purrs. And I also brought in this fetal Doppler, which I may try using. I've never used one before, though. I don't really know what to do. But it would be fun to just try it out. I should point out, though, that this is almost certainly going to have the same problem. If she keeps purring, I don't think it's going to help very much. But I thought it would be fun. And it's got a speaker on it, too, so if I do start using it in here, you guys might be able to hear that a little bit. So we'll try it out, but my guess is if we use it at all you're going to hear is just her purr amplified. We'll see. We'll get to that later today. So she's been spending all the time that she can in the box when I'm in the room. If I come in the room and I hang out near the box, she'll get in the box like almost like she wants me to follow her in. Like she's like, "Why don't you come in the box with me, Mr. A, and hang out?" That's obviously not going to happen, but she does like to spend time in here. And then when I get up and leave the room, she usually comes out of the box and kind of sits in one of her usual spots and waits for me to come back. So that's another indication that she's getting close, but not imminent, because if she were imminent, she would not leave the box. But the fact that she keeps going in, it means that she's probably getting close. So, so anyway, that's Belle, and as long as we're doing the close-up, even though Belle is almost certainly going to be the big news for the day, let's see some of the other kittens. All right. Also, I should mention while we're at it that DJ is on long call at the hospital yesterday, and she was there today. She's probably not going to be home tonight. She's probably going to be at the hospital doing her job. So it seems like there's a good chance that this is going to be all up to me. Hi, Brooke. This is Brooke. Brooke was waiting right outside the door for me like she does. She also always wants to be right where I am. I know, and she's probably feeling a little low right now because in the last 24 hours, she hasn't been able to see as much of me as she usually does. I know. She's got a big purr, too. So this is Brooke, and like I was saying, Brooke is um, Brooke is our oldest mom cat. She had Pebble. I don't know oldest age-wise. I mean, she's been here the longest. Um, she is Pebble's mom, and Pebble has gone off and been adopted, but we're still looking for an adopter for Brooke, so she's kind of on her own. But in the last few days, she spent more and more time out here in the house hanging out with the faculty so that she gets socialized. And I think that's been working out really well for her. She's also just so sweet on me. I am crazy in love with this kitty. And I love the way she looks too. She's got these bold markings and their ear tufts and her little cinnamon muzzle. And she's just great. She's great all around. She's a lot of fun. And I know I keep encouraging people to apply for her. We are definitely not keeping her. I want to just get that out there right now. We are full. There's no room for more faculty. But I can understand if people are going to take a while to apply for her. Like I said, we're still trying to figure out what's going on with her blood sugar, and we're trying to, make sure that we understand her and who she is really well. And I can understand if an adopter wants to wait until we have all of those mysteries solved before they think about adopting. That makes sense to me. But if you are that person who's interested but holding off, do me a favor and go ahead and put your application in now. You don't have to adopt her today just because you apply today and get approved today. And I would love to, talk to you and be involved with you ahead of time if you are her adopter. So that's all. Anyway, yeah, she's clearly wants some more attention from me, and I am not able to give her the attention that she needs today, probably because I'm going to be so involved with Belle. Such a sweetie, though. You are such a sweetie. I've been continuing to check her blood sugar, and it's always normal or even a little bit low. So I really do suspect it's what people call white coat syndrome. I just need to find the time to arrange that test I've been talking about, where I take her out in the car and then do another test and see if her blood sugar is spiked. But I'm obviously not going to get to that today, now am I? Okay. Yeah, Belle is reminding me of the last tuxedo or black and white mom cat that we had, who actually had her kittens almost exactly 2 years ago, and everybody was waiting so long for her to deliver those kittens. It seemed like it took ages, and I don't remember how long it really was. It was probably like a week or two at the most. But it seemed like forever that we were just watching her get bigger and bigger and act like, she was just about to deliver and then she still didn't. So, real echoes of that now, 2 years later. Anyway, so here we are. This is Tinker, and Tinker is Belle's daughter. Tinker is our latest mom cat to come to the academy, and she came with her kittens already having been delivered. In fact, they are about 7 weeks old. Her kittens were born on December 12th. So she is about 3 years old. About Tinker, excuse me. Belle is almost 5. Tinker is about 3. And Tinker's kittens are almost 2 months old, but not quite. Or getting there, I guess. I don't know. I can't do the math right now. So that's that's the state of these guys, and let's see if we can go through the names and hang out with them just a little bit. So, hi Tinker. I know I woke you up. I know you were taking a little nap. You are a sweetie. So Tinker, so far, we're still just getting to know her, but Tinker loves being petted and just loves it. She'll come and she'll rub up around you, and she just is a big fan of getting petted. But so far, not a big fan of being held. If I put her in my lap or if I pick her up, she squirms and squirms and squirms until I put her down, and she wants to be petted more. So I'm working on that because I'd like her to be a little bit better about being held and being petted. Now she doesn't get angry or violent. I've never seen her do anything the slightest bit angry. I don't think it's in her nature. But she does get all squirmy and she's like, no, 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 I don't want to be held. So that's that. And yeah, she does have a little bit of a wrinkled ear like Smokey does. We don't know exactly what happened. I'm sure it's from some old injury, but we'll probably never know exactly. Very cute though. It gives her a great amount of personality, as if she didn't already have enough, being just sweet calico. And I suspect, especially from her tail fur, she's probably a long hair that needs to floof up. If you guys look at pictures of Maggie when Maggie first came to the academy, She looked, like she wasn't very floofy at all. And then after a few months of TLC, Maggie just floofed out. Like now she's all floof. She's like 90% floof. I suspect that little Tinker here is going to go the same way and eventually be 90% floof, but she's taking her time getting there. Obviously, she's been through a lot. She had her 4 kittens. She came all the way up here from Georgia, just like Belle did. And probably before that, she was been through quite a bit too. So these are her kittens. These are Tinker's kittens, or Belle's grand kittens now. So this one is Putter, the Tuxie. He's a boy, of course, our own little Putter. And I'm working on all of them to be a little bit less hand shy too. Although I think we're making real fast progress. Kittens make a lot faster progress than mom cats do. So I think we're doing good work on that. He seems to be a big fan of this giraffe bed. It's a shame that he's going to outgrow it way before he gets adopted. Look at that. You're just gonna, yeah, that's it. I'm asleep like this now. Okay. Oh, there you go. Okay, that looks more comfortable. I don't know how you can do that. And then over here we have the rest of the crew. Look at how they're all snuggled up. Is that adorable? That's just the sweetest thing. Yeah, they do. They play like crazy. If you're watching at the right time, they are just wild. But they apparently in between little wild streaks now, they're going to take a nap. So this is the only girl in the group, our Tortie, and our Tortie's name is Dabble. And she's also the biggest in the group, although Monkey is catching up to her. She is the heaviest. I'm certain that she has a long hair, although she has some floofing up to do as well. She is just passed out. They all are. Wow, they must be so tired. This is Monkey, the white and orange one is Monkey. He's the second biggest, of course. And he's a boy, and he is really deserving of that name. He is a wild kitten. He just loves to play with every single thing. It just goes, goes, goes. Oh, I should mention about, I think maybe I mentioned this yesterday. If you guys haven't seen it, you might get a chance to see it if you watch really carefully all the time, or if you're on our Discord server and see a GIF of it. But Dabble is the only one, our girl here, who has jumped all the way from right down here on the bottom all the way up to the top to hang out with mom. That's a huge accomplishment. In fact, that is such a big accomplishment. There's some kittens that are twice her age that still have never made that jump. So I'm super impressed. She's going to be a crazy leaper when she gets bigger. Um, so yeah, I've seen her. We've all caught her doing that at least 2 or 3 times now, where she's gone up here to see her mom, which also means mom doesn't really have a safe zone anymore. But it's still working for the most part. Anyway, that leaves us with Trifle, who I know we are all concerned about. We've all been concerned about. Trifle came in. Trifle's obviously still very skinny. Look at that little skinny boy. But he came in. He was losing some weight, and we were very concerned. We took him to the vet. We did all of the things, and I'm pleased to report that not only is he gaining weight at a great rate, he's really doing a good job of gaining weight, and we're very, very happy about that. He's also become more active and playful. Just today, I saw him starting wrestling with Monkey instead of just Monkey starting all the trouble. So that was cool. And he's also been eating a lot. Little Trifle has been, especially when mom gets up to go eat, he likes to follow mom over to the food bowls and then he just pigs out. And in fact, I haven't had to syringe feed him in the last 24 hours or so. It's great. He's putting it on the pounds, well, the ounces anyway. And I feel like it's been a fantastic recovery for him. And I'm not actually worried about him now at all. I want them all to put on some more weight because they're all pretty skinny. Well, okay, maybe just these two and their mom. But he's feeling super better. He's doing just really, really well. He just wants to nap right now, but look at them all curled up on their sister. There you go. I've heard a lot of people asking that, Mouthstick Gaming, what is the connection between the names? And I think this might be one of those differences between Americans and Europeans that watch the show because most of the Americans, I think, get it, and a lot of the Europeans are like, I don't understand. So it may be sort of regional use of some of these words, but I'll tell you that they are all words that mean tinker, really. That is tinker the verb, not tinker the noun. So to sort of tinker with or to fool around with something. Monkey, you can monkey with something. You can tinker around with something. Now in the Europe, I'm told that they say you would say potter instead of putter, but here we tend to say putter. Putter sounds a little bit more American English to me, and that does mean putter around with something is to sort of mess with it also. You can trifle with something. That also means basically to tinker with it or mess with it. So that also fits the tinker theme. And dabble, obviously, also means the same thing too. So there you go. They're all different words basically for tinker. I just love this little putter hanging out of his bed, sleeping on his head. I should mention, I just saw, did I just see? I thought I just saw somebody say that they miss Pebble, and I miss Pebble too. I mean, why wouldn't you? Pebble was so cute. They have Pebble and Kulat together have an Instagram page where you can check up on them. And unfortunately, I can't tell you exactly what it is. Maybe one of the mods can post a link, but I think it's Peebs and Lottie on Instagram, or maybe it's Lottie and Peebs. Peebs and Lottie, I think. But if you look on Instagram, you'll find it. I'm pretty sure it's Peebs and Lottie, or Peebs underscore and underscore Lottie on Instagram. There we go. Megalina just posted, and Winnie and Gary. Now we've got the link in the chat a couple times. So if you're reading the chat, the YouTube chat here, then you can definitely just click on that and check out what Peebs and Lottie are up to now. All right. Well, hey, look, we're at 23 minutes. I'm really trying to keep these under 20 minutes, and I'm doing a great job of it. Just pat myself on the back. So let's wrap this up. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in. Remember, the big news today is that I would put money on Bell delivering today. Again, Bell is showing all the signs of being very close to labor, but none of the signs of being like within an hour or two. So if you want to go get some breakfast or something, you probably have plenty of time for that. But all I can say for sure is that she's not going to deliver her kittens right this minute, but she is going to deliver them very soon. Again, I would bet on today, but maybe not this morning, that kind of a thing. And one more time, when I do realize that she is going into labor, we will tweet it and we will post it on the announcements channel on our Discord, and hopefully that'll get everybody who wants to know to know. I also think Jamestown or somebody on the Discord chat has been taking names of people who want to be notified specifically and planning on notifying them specifically. So that's really nice. Thank you for doing that. And I'm sorry if it wasn't Jamestown that was doing that on the Discord, but somebody there was. So that's really sweet of you. Okay, that's it. Thank you again all for tuning in. Thank you for all the things that you guys do. And I'm sorry if I'm just a little bit out of it again. I slept in the annex and I plan to keep doing that. So just, a little bit of sleep disruption, but not too bad. It's all worth it. I will talk to all of you on the close up again tomorrow. We'll do a news stream tomorrow, but maybe before then we'll have some really big events on the regular Kitten Academy live stream. So feel free to tune in over there. on the regular Kitten Academy live stream. Watch these kittens and watch Belle, and we'll see what happens. Thanks, everybody.